everybody. It is bright and early on this overcasty day. We got a lot of rain the other day. Here's how much we got. This is just rainwater. It was about a quarter to a third of the way full of rainwater. So we're going to pour the main body to this patio we started on last week. And it is wood plank stamp. It seems to be our #1 pick this year. And we have some new wood plank stamps coming in. They're 16 inches wide and they look like barnwood. So I'm pretty excited about those. They should be here any day. Maybe we'll get a job or two in with them this year. And then I expect them to go pretty good next year. This is our ramp we're going to be bringing the concrete in. I built a ramp over our border. This has been here about 5 days. So if they touch it a little bit, it's not going to hurt this. I just didn't want the full weight of the concrete on it coming down into our main body. All wired, rebarred, up on chairs around the perimeter. Then we have a handful of chairs sitting here that will tuck under the middle as we pour our way back. We're using our 1B stamp mix, the real small aggregate. And what's our color? Sunset beige? Sunset beige, I believe. And we'll put that in the truck on site here shortly. So that's it in a nutshell. It's gonna be a great backyard here. So more in a little bit. Okay, dumping our last bag of color in. And just a little squirt. Now I always just miss the fins and help take it in. Big mistake is you use too much water to wash it in. Now the load's too wet. So Jim just drilled some holes under our drain since that was a concrete wall. Now we'll put some stubbies in there. Here comes our first buggy full. Up and over the ramp. See how it works. You'd never do this with a buggy with tires. You know, you got to get the ones with tracks if you're going to get them. Look at that, piece of cake. Like it, Steve? Good. That's good. Go ahead. The flaps really help protect everything from the splash. $10. You can make them. Okay, there it is, 8 yards of concrete. Matt's doing some bull floating. Everybody, what do I say? Slow and flat. We'll hit this with a gadget around the edges with an edger and a trowel. We'll be stamping this without even getting on it. Took my time straight edging, good raking behind me, and good bull floating. Makes a difference. 4, 3, 2. Better be a good one. Are we so short?
I had to mill it back when I stripped it.
Oh no. Alright, we'll see where we're at. I got a decent pile there. Go ahead and hustle Don, Steve. I think we're going to need a little bit more. I'll yell Don if we need it. I just need this corner. 2 shovelfuls. Alright, he'll be right back. Just right here. Okay, mixer driver's done cleaning up into our buggies, and we'll just take that wastewater right onto our dirt pile and lose it. Plenty now, right? Yeah. Even got 2 shovelfuls to spare. Alright, they're edging. I'm going to go help them find my coffee. Okay, there it is, bull floated, and there it is, Fresno'd. Definitely good enough to stamp. Heck, I've seen floors not troweled that nice. So now all we have to do is take our trowel and go along this edge. I don't even know if we need to clean that edge up. That looks pretty good, guys. Okay, a little bit more, we'll be stamping. And one more truck, I want to do that sidewalk around the corner. Rain do it 3. There it is, all troweled, edges are all touched up. Now we poured this really tight, but it's definitely way too wet to stamp yet. Just a little bit of cleanup in front of the fireplace. How about those steps, huh? Get them uncovered. Okay. Maybe I'll go start digging out that sidewalk. stretch with the stamping. Corner and edge a little bit. This went perfect. Now I don't say that often. Okay, last little bit of stamping. Rolling these back, not straight up. We always look at right in here in these corners. When the concrete gets tight, you actually have to put a foot and a heel right in there.
Nice muddy boot.
Nice muddy boot. I was just in the mud. Just do a little dance on it. Not a rain dance though. We don't need any of that right now. One more right here. Okay. Coming off. Thank you. Little guy. Nice. Right into a barrel, into the back of the truck. How'd we do? That is a 33-foot run. I think it looks good. I think it looks real good.
Andy's was 40.
Yeah, his perfectly straight.
Pretty much, except for that little
One little bump right there.
pattern.
Right there. See that? Just a little kink in that one pattern. Rest of them look good. Very, very, very minor. I think we could all agree on that. Okay. Let's go get that sidewalk ready. Okay, that only took a couple minutes to dig out. I'm gonna go back and help him stamp. A little bit of shovel work underneath that AC unit, and we are ready for forms. Right on schedule. Making a little bit of sense. Right underneath the AC. That'll clean this area up. He's gonna put a small shed right here. So we're 6 foot out. I believe the shed is about 4 foot wide. A little walkway in front of it, connecting to a 3 foot wide sidewalk. Right around.
Something like that, Don.
I like it. It can arc out a little bit, a little pizzazz. I'd even go a bump more, Jim.
Bump out more?
Yeah, why not?
Something like
That'll
that.
look cool.
Okay.
They'll wrap out with landscaping. And then what should we do here? You want to 45 this in or just 90 it in? Just 90 it. And then we could put a cut straight in off of that.
I don't need a lot of hole, do I?
Nope, nope. As long as you're coming out, even if you're level there, you're good. You got a quarter coming out, 2%?
White quarter.
Good. Okay. I understand we have donuts over here. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go from being up on the stone a little bit to being below it.
Okay. Yeah, we're below here.
Yeah. Just so this gets it down a
Okay.
little bit more.
Right around. Real simple. This is just to clean up this area rather than leaving this air conditioner unit sitting on a stepping stone, weeds growing up around it. So we just leaned a 2x8 up, put a screw in it just to loop a ratchet tie-down strap, raised it up about 3 inches. Now we can pour concrete under it. We're not going to be able to finish it, but we can get concrete underneath here and then lower this back down. This is a copper line. It's flexible a little bit. Be careful not to go too much. You don't want to push it too far and crack that and then have Freon going everywhere. So that's what we did there. Saves the homeowner from paying, having that Freon sucked out, then reapplied. These days it's quite pricey, but also we don't want to break it. Okay, here comes our first buggy full of stone. Just trying to keep them right in our fluff dirt that I just pulled over, all the way up. We'll bring the concrete in the same way. We just buried it. Is this where we had the conduit?
Yeah.
Let's get it up a little bit so they can find it.
Yeah. It's not bad on this side. It's this side.
This side's low.
Yeah.
So we can get that out? Yeah. Okay. So we put a new conduit right here, right off the corner of the house. So that way they can always find it 2 years down the road. When they're looking for it, they'll know it's right here. Now they can get low voltage lights in here as well as out here. 1, 2, 3 buggies to go. Mixer should be here shortly. Right up on the dirt. Pivot the bucket and dump it. Can't get any easier than that. If this looks fun to you, we are hiring. Here we go. Mixer just showed up. I threw the color in it. He put about 50 spins on that drum to get the color even front to back of the mix. And we are just waiting on some concrete. We'll be done with this real quick. They backed the rain off completely, not even in the forecast for the rest of the day. Okay, final pour, everything went good. He say what he has left in the truck, a little bit? That was 4 yards. Yeah. So right around. Okay, a little bit of cleanup. Hopefully it is not getting ready to rain. So with the mixers and buggies all cleaned up, we just had this poured, what, 10 minutes ago? It's setting up pretty fast, all edged. Ready to put my tool cuts in and stamp it. Just loading up the mats and the buggies. A couple grass cuttings. This will all come right back. Obviously through here a little bit more. Jim's doing layout. I believe he said 4 foot on these pads. It's a 3 foot wide sidewalk, so 4 foot pads work nicely. Center corner. Okay, there it is, all cleaned up. Still a little bit soft to texture yet. Here's our cut layout for the walk. Right around. So go ahead and get cleaned up. Next thing I'm going to do here, we're going to lower that AC unit down and just touch the concrete and make sure it sets okay. I don't want to do that tomorrow and have a little ball of concrete under there and have it wobble. So we're going to do that in just a couple of minutes, maybe as soon as it shuts off. Okay, AC unit shut off. We're just going to go ahead and let it down a little bit. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
And that concrete's still wet.
Setting pretty true?
Mm-hmm.
Good?
You picking it back up, or you want it there?
I think we're done. Oh. But once it kicks on, it might vibrate down in there, huh?
You think it will?
I don't know.
Tell them they're not allowed to run their air conditioner for 2 days.
Okay, we'll just leave it like that. I'll get this to tomorrow. Okay, so now we know we're setting good. Leave it right like that. That way it won't go any lower with that strap on it. Okay, just taking the forms off. Concrete's pretty set. Nothing's moving. Getting these forms off so we can get them cleaned, loaded. No sense standing around. Okay, I'm gonna get spraying. We'll start out here in the sun. I'll get it sprayed and I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. Nice even coat. We're just getting the texture on it. No texture, texture. Very nice. One last thing we do, we just follow it up with this heavy stone. And we already have texture, so we don't hit it everywhere. Just give it some of that veining there. Okay, so that's how we're going to leave it for today. Somewhat graded, fluffed up a little bit. They're going to bring the landscaper in that built a wall and dress up this whole side. So it's pretty good. It's not a disaster, but it's a bit more than your average homeowner would want to take on. All right, we'll be back here tomorrow, coloring and sealing. Wrap this project up.